Hello, everybody. Back outside. Fresh air. How's everybody?
Good. Good about you?
Good.
What'd you make of Jermaine Jackson's first outing returning?
You know, I thought for a guy playing in his first NFL game, I thought it was a really good start. You know, he didn't play in any preseason games. We were kind of excited to see him in the preseason games because he had a really good spring, and he was having a good training camp until he got injured. And so, you know, he kind of lost out on that. So that was really, you know, just the only apprehension going in is he hadn't really played an NFL game yet. But everything that he showed, you know, he's got a great maturity about him. To his credit, he probably caught 500 jugs balls between Monday and Thursday, and that's not an exaggeration. He was out here in the indoor Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, got down to the Superdome early Thursday, and so handled it really well, really professionally. And you know, I thought he had one kickoff return decision that wasn't the best. I didn't really help him out with the call too much on that particular play, but I thought his punt return, you know, he had the one return, which I thought was a solid play. He had good decisions, so good start. You know, good start. You know, he was really productive in college with it, and hopefully we can, you know, just continue to mature him and get him rolling.
What have you made out of Rico Payton's work on special teams?
You know, Rico's really made some good flash plays for us, like the one he made last week. Listen, JT's going to garner a lot of attention, and if you go back and watch Denver's game plan, they were going to double JT every time, no matter where he lined up. We moved him around, and they were going to double team him, and they were going to make Rico make the tackles and make him be the productive guy. And you know, we tell our guys all the time, whoever that second gunner is out there with JT is probably going to be, the majority of the time, he's going to get singled because JT's going to garner a lot of attention, you know, and deservedly so. And so, you know, Rico's been a little bit hot and cold, quite frankly. He's got a really good skill set that flashed early on, which is why he's on the team. He's made some flash plays. He's been able to do a little bit of everything. He's played gunner, he's played jammer, he's made productive on kickoff. He's been out there on the front line of kickoff return a little bit. He's been out there on field goal blocks. So it's kind of, we're trying to, you know, train him in all these different. But you know, just like any rookie, sometimes the inexperience shows up. But it's not going to be from an athletic ability. He's got a lot of ability, and you know, every once in a while, just an experience thing, you know, here or there. But I'm kind of happy with his progression so far. You guys are taking it easy on me today. No kickoff update? What the heck? I will. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, well, I actually saw some really interesting stats this week on it. The NFL kind of analytics people, you know, through 7 weeks, you know, we're just over 32%. So just about a third of the kickoffs are getting returned. You know, which is a big jump from last year because we ended the year at like 15%. So we're a little bit more than double the overall rate. But when you kind of look at the number of plays we're bringing back into each game, I think that's kind of critical. When we kind of tackled this thing in the beginning, it was like, you know, it was at 1,970 touchbacks and another 100 fair catches and all that. So there were over, you know, 2,000 quote unquote non-plays. And so, you know, we're looking at, you know, I think we're up in the neighborhood of almost 2 more plays per game right now, which is a great thing. When you look at the return yardage, overall return yardage is dramatically up. There's already been 3 kick returns for touchdowns through 7 weeks. There was, you know, so we're way ahead of the curve there. So I think there's been a lot of good stuff, and so, you know, that's been kind of interesting. And you know, again, knock on wood, I think the injury rates we've kind of kept at a decent rate. You know, the goal there is to try to get them to more of the offense-defense scrimmage plays, try to get them more towards the injury rates on those plays. And so I think we're trending in the right direction, I really do. And so, you know, the wild stat, I was looking the other day, just kind of doing a snapshot of our 7 games, kind of where are we in all the different phases and pros and cons and things to work on. And I think we've covered 33 kickoffs. Last year we covered 10 in the entire season. So that's just, you know, we've already covered 33 in 7 weeks. And so that's, you know, just a whole new mindset, a whole new for everybody. But our players, like I said, right from the beginning have bought in. We got to do a little better job for us. We got to get our kick return going a little bit. You know, last week we had a couple decent returns, but then we missed some blocks, and we just got to get everybody on the same page. It's always one guy here, one guy there. It's not one particular thing. But overall, league-wide, I would say right now we're we're trending in the right direction with the overall kickoff stuff. So I think we're going to see that return rate spike even more when we get to the cold weather games and things like that. So anyway, so I think all positive. So all good. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks, Darren.
Have a good one.